in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, in the festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8, we are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Good morning, everyone. Morning has truly broken just like the first morning. I'm outside the showroom of Inchcape Barbados, just outside of the roundabout here in Warrens. What a beautiful day. It is Thursday the 18th of June, 2026, and boy, is it beautiful. The wind is so strong, but so fresh, and the skies are just perfectly poised for what I think will be a beautiful day. So good morning to all of you. Welcome to today. Today is one of those days that we all look forward to, the kind of weather that we all enjoy. I remember last night, I felt the first set of sprinkles, and I thought, oh, it's raining. Then when I got up and I looked outside, I realized, oh, it was raining for a little while indeed, but it was a most refreshing slumber. So to all of you, I hope you make the best of today. You hope you enjoy the weather that today brings, and I hope you enjoy all of the plans that you've made for today as well, and may it truly be memorable. I'm Pearson Bowen, welcoming all of you to today, and to those of you watching us on our streams, you get one of the first looks into Barbados. How jealous you could possibly be. Well, when you're so jealous, that means you book your flight and you come home to Barbados, especially for the crop over season, but to enjoy the beauty of what we are as a destination. So to all of you, thank you. Share the show, share the love, bring others along, and I encourage you also, if you know of something that has to be told or someone who has a story to tell us about it. And you can do so because we'd love to follow up to share your tips by sending us an email. The email address is morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. There's a lot we want to get to today. As a matter of fact, in a moment, I'll be introducing you to a man who's taken some time to look at the black dance movement in the United Kingdom. But why? And what has he discovered? And what's the lesson for all of us today? He'll join us to take a look at that new book he has published. There is strength in every step, because next week, we are looking at the walk and run against prostate cancer. And it is perfectly timed because Father's Day is coming up on Sunday. And so we're paying close attention to men's health. We're also this morning looking at men's mental health. As a matter of fact, the folks from Poetry Barbados will join us and they'll talk to us about how they use their creativity and the literary prowess to be able to keep focus on men's mental state in this month of June, men's mental health. This morning, we're taking a look at AI in business in the Caribbean. Are we doing the right thing? Are we perfectly poised to be able to capitalize therefrom? There's an expert. There's somebody who's been focusing on this, and so she brings that expertise and that focus to our discussion this morning. Can't wait to talk to her about that. South Point Hotel, you know, is so beautifully laid out and an idyllic spot in Barbados. But they too are focused on Father's Day and how we celebrate Daddy on Father's Day. And so they have some wonderful specials on. Those specials they'll share with us and we'll share with you in just a little while here on Mornin Barbados. The winners of scholarships in the I Am a Girl Financial Literacy Workshop, they have been declared, and so they will join me. We want to celebrate with them what that scholarship means, what are their plans, what have they learned, and what else do they think they still need to achieve. And we'll meet some of the ambassadors from Saturday's Spirit of the Lion show. I'm excited about this. And so the St. George Secondary School continues to be a part of what we do, and we continue to share with you every good reason why you should come out and support the ambassadors from the St. George Secondary School. So I want to stay outside. I'd like you to stay with us. We're taking a break here. We're coming right back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
And inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So we continue to be outside of the showroom at Inchcape Barbados. Remember, they open to business with you at 7:30 weekday mornings, Monday to Friday. And on Saturdays at 8 o'clock, they have every make, every model, all sorts in their options. There are options inside for you. And we'd love for you to come down today to begin your discussions with Inchcape Barbados. The professionals here are well versed to be able to answer any of your questions. They'll also give you a chance to test drive it so you get to see yourself in, feel yourself in, watch others watch you, all of those exciting things that you like to do while you drive your vehicle. That's it here. And if you want to trade in as well, that's also possible. But come to Inchcape Barbados. Let's discuss with you what's possible and to make all of your dreams come true. And so we want to go, as we take a look at ourselves through the lens of other people as well and their lived experiences, to the United Kingdom. There's a man, as I told you at the beginning, who has taken a look at how dance has influenced us, but I want to know why and what has he found. I'm happy to be joined this morning by Dr. Bob Ramdani. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Pearson.
It's a nice breezy day today.
It is indeed, it is indeed.
This is probably the kind of weather you're accustomed to in the UK. Yes.
Don't remind me, please. Don't remind me. I've only just come back.
Really?
And I was there promoting the book. Mm-hmm. I went up in March with my wife, and the first 3 weeks were probably the most miserable weeks.
I'm sorry.
It was cold, biting cold.
But I'm so sorry, but I love it. I absolutely love it. But you are literally a Caribbean man. I mean, Guyana, Barbados, Trinidad, literally everywhere, and the United Kingdom in the midst as well. What is it that has, about that experience, taught you?
Well, I think I grew up in a tiny village in Trinidad. Mm-hmm. I was born in Trinidad. And I was surrounded by music. either Indian tacit drums or Indian weddings or Diwali or African voodoo, as we called it in
Yes.
those days, obia, as a lot of people feared. So you were always surrounded by that. But the key thing is that we grew up in communities. You never felt you were an individual in a family. You always felt that you belonged to a community. In my little case, most of, for example, I say in the book, most of the people I called aunties and uncles were actually Afro-Grenadians
Yes.
who were living in Trinidad. So you grew up in that environment. As they would say, you grew up on roti and curry and peas and rice. That's
But
it.
you grow up.
You
and,
grow-
and sometimes in that small, well, relatively small knitted community, you find yourself trying to assert your own individuality. And culture was one of those ways that you identified yourself. And I expressed it like that deliberately because in the United Kingdom, what's the story that you've discovered as relates to culture and dance and identity and everything else?
Well, there's a big difference. In the Caribbean, it is part of our growing up experience, our lived experience. African drumming or
Yep.
tacit drumming, as I said, you heard it every day. In the UK, that was ancient. You know, and the irony, I was just flicking through the book this morning, and the irony is in Africa and in the Caribbean, drumming was banned.
Yes.
Dancing was banned. And yet, here am I talking about the last half of the 20th century, where drumming was the key to survival by us, the people. It was not by the colonizers who were banning drum as a threat, as they thought, but here were black people occupying, owning African drumming that said who they were. That's how they identified themselves.
And so this book is rich. How did you go about the study? And was it just conversation rifling through old texts and tomes? Well, how did you go about it?
Well, the funny thing is, I was a part of the movement.
Ah.
So when I left Trinidad to go to London in the 1960s, I took with me a woggle and necktie or neckerchief, I think we called it, because I was in the Scouts, and the bongos. I also took with me, I remember, a good Caribbean albums by Jim Reeves,
Yes, yes,
because those were parts of our growing up.
yes.
You knew every country in Western.
You did.
So when I went to the UK, I was already mesmerized and caught up on African drumming from the village where I lived. And I would go there and I would look at the dancing and the blood rituals. And so I was so interested to find out more. So when I got to London as a young guy, I started to find out and see more African drumming and dancing, made contacts with groups, and very, very quickly after my arrival, I formed my own dance company. So even though I don't dance myself, I was so keen to see this art form. In Birmingham, there was one young lady, Herman McIntosh, who had started a group with a good Ghanaian friend.
Yes.
And I got to know them, and 60 years later, I can write something like this.
Wow. You know, for a lot of people, the black people in particular, dance is again, as an identifier, but there's something innate within. Not simply to say, I'm black, I can express, but there's a connection with a message. You keep speaking about our ancestors, and I'm looking at this within the context of spirituality, because there's some sub-themes that you approached in this book. Could you share with us, first of all, those sub-themes, and what did you discover relative to spirituality?
Well, again, I think it was Marcus Garvey who said, a nation without roots doesn't exist at all. There's no. And I suppose, well, first of all, let's destroy the myth. Not every black person can dance.
Yes, that's true.
There's this myth that we can all dance and you hear
Yes.
music. Okay, so for those who could dance, it was, and again, I think I say in the book by Doreen Forbes, a young lady who was one of the founding members in one of the first groups I started, where she says, when you hear, well, I'll use her terminology, when that drum lick you, you got to move. So for her, the sound of the drumming. And of course, sound is a natural.
Yes.
The vibrancy in the earth through Africans. If you look at ballet, we are looking at the skies. We are
Yes.
pointing to the heavens. If you look at African dance and a lot of indigenous dance, we are bound to the earth. That's where the vibrancy of life comes from.
Right.
That's the first thing. Dancing also, as I said before, is a form of community engagement. So you now sacrifice self to community, to a group who shared common values, common beliefs. Thirdly, when a nation keeps forever telling you you are useless, you are worthless, i.e. you are black, your inner self says to you, I believe, I know where I come from, I know who I am. And therefore music and dance became totally instrumental in developing one's notion of self, one's notion of Africa, not simply as a mental construct that you read about, oh, this place Africa. And you know what Europeans described Africa as.
Yes.
Was always dark. Their dances were lewd, licentious, bawdy. These young people were saying, but those are my qualities. This is who I am. And Pat Donaldson, a young person who danced with me for many, many years, I remember Pat was expelled from school, was always in detention at school. And one day her teacher saw her performing. And the teacher said to me, my God, isn't that girl gifted? And I reminded the teacher that was the same student they would expel from school because she was unruly, she was black, she wanted to hear in this Rasta way that we didn't want. So for young people, it became an internalized development. And then secondly, a reflection to the world of I know who I am, and I'm happy to share who I am with the wider world.
And I like the fact that you've done your study in the UK, because we've heard so many harrowing stories of people of colour, people who are black, and the level of racism that can exist in certain parts of the UK, and how they've used dance to break through, to use the arts generally to break through, not just simply to stamp their identity, but towards success, because suddenly the world turned attention and saw the value in what they did. And so is there any such individual story, not just Pat's alone, that you tell in the book that would help us to be able to connect, to see self within the recall of that story?
Yes. Well, it's quite interesting that in the 1970s, Peter Blackman, a Barbadian, was instrumental because Peter got funding from the Arts Council of the UK in the wake of the race riots we were having in Liverpool, in London, in Birmingham, in Bristol. Peter Blackman started a group called Steel and Skin. Quite apt. Steel, the steel pan, Skin, the African drums. And Peter was instrumental, or I should say Steel and Skin were instrumental in getting young people involved in dance, because they were going to various cities talking about African culture and doing drumming and dancing workshops. So in the wake of the race riots, where young people again were being marginalized, we had more attention from the police in the 60s, 70s and 80s in England than we've ever had in our lives. I mean, it was the norm. And of course, of recent times, we had the sus laws where you can stop black people and search them anytime, anyway. So that you were constantly in a circle of despair within wider society. But within yourself, you were fully confident of who you were, despite what was going on. And Peter Blackman, Carol Straker, another Barbadian, was working in the UK at the time in ballet, black young people in ballet. So we weren't only doing African dance. Our organization and my energy was with African and Caribbean dance. But there were young people, black young people in ballet, there were black young people in contemporary dance. And today the UK is not quite littered, but there's certainly a fair amount of wonderful black dancers in all idioms.
So there's success stories that we can find in the book. What's the title of the book?
The book is called The Black Dance Movement in England, 1940 to 2000. And really, it's a history of the people who contributed.
Yes.
So the idea was recognize those who have never been recognized before. And really, I did a PhD some 25 years ago. And when my professor said to me, "Why do you want to do a PhD?" I said, "Because I'm getting old and I think I should do something for fun."
Yes, and this was fun.
I wrote this book for fun, really.
Right.
But to record those who had contributed, who are always on the margins of society, who are never seen, who are never credited.
Yeah.
And there are quite a few names in there from the Caribbean.
What I'm excited about is, lest we forget, you've taken the time to document for us. And sometimes time allows us to forget. That's the way we were built.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we can recall using the book. And so this book is available. Is it available locally or regionally and then internationally as well?
Well, it's available on Amazon
Is it
like
on
everything
Amazon?
else.
Okay.
Routledge, the publishers. And it will be at Black Root Bookshop.
In Black Rock?
Yeah, Black Rock.
Yes. You
Black
get
Roots.
in Black Rock, indeed.
Black Rock.
You know,
Andy, sorry about that.
That's all right. As I listen to you, I keep recalling a conversation I had with someone who came back from Africa, a teacher who, in a classroom, was asked the question by one of the African children, "What tribe are you with?" The teacher said, "Tribe, I'm not with any tribe." The child asked, "But how do you not know your tribe? If you don't know your tribe, how do you know how to live?" I thought that was such a profound statement that it has resonated with me. And I think it's the same thing for dance expression. There is a language in dance. There is an expression in dance that comes from within. But that within is a space that was crafted by experience, history, and just who you are. So in that expression of dance, the black, particularly in the UK, they got to know who they were and whose they are. And we ask people today to continue that journey towards education, that journey towards understanding. And so the book is available, everybody, on Amazon. It's on Amazon. It's a great read of all of the people who've contributed to our dance experience, to our lived experiences, to us as a people, as a race, asserting self, not violently, but through the beauty of who we are. And so I want to encourage you to go online today and you search for it, buy it, read it, internalize it, and then share it. I think at the end of the day, sharing is critical because in sharing we empower. And so I want to commend you, Dr. Ramdani, for the great work you've done as the Caribbean man who took his love for what he believes and brought the information to us in the book. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome indeed. So check the book out, folks. I encourage you to do so. I love this breeze. I don't even know if I want to go back. Can we do a show from outside all morning long before the sun rises? Perhaps that could happen. But we want you to stay with us on Morning Barbados. We're right back right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
In the world, if you show ain't got nobody in it, sure you say nothing. So, in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those. It's almost like an ode to the people, because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a fest or a line. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When it sounds sweet, it could be a lime or a fete. Be ready to sweat. Here's action you want, then real action.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living Cropover across every platform. TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Cropover Live, Cropover Sweet Spot, Festival Vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Cropover Legends, Into Festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Cropover Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Cropover and Summer Vibe.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're inside the showroom of CBC Barbados. Remember, the doors open here to business at 7:30 in the morning, just before most others. And so we want to encourage you to come down as early as possible to find your space. And you come inside, do business with the good folks here at CBC Barbados. Remember that brand new car that's right behind me? It is the brand new Suzuki GLX, where X means the extra. Across is the name of the brand. It is the latest in the model, and so we want you to come on down and see their options. It's a hybrid vehicle. You can get it with the sunroof, without the sunroof, but you have those discussions with the folks here at CBC Barbados, and they will put you in the driver's seat as soon as you want. So that's possible. Let's turn our attention now to the annual walk and run in its fight against prostate cancer. It's important that we constantly remind it. It's important that we keep up this activity as well, because as happens with other conditions, this one brings the discussion to the forefront. Joining me as we have this discussion is the President and Chairman of the Barbados Cancer Society, Dr. Richard Dave Rosson. Good morning to you. Michelle Strawn, who's amidst the ultimate planner of most things. Michelle, good morning as well. Good to have you. And across from me is Leighton Waterman, who is of the District Grand Lodge of Barbados.
Good morning.
And next to him is Torian Roach, the HR manager with CMIX.
Yes.
To all of you again, good morning. I'll start with you, Professor Rossin. Let's look at prostate cancer in Barbados. What are the rates now, and how concerned is the Cancer Society with what you are seeing?
Yeah, I'd like to start by saying this is our fourth walk, and every year I say the same thing, that is that it's vital that people are screened. There is a problem that people aren't coming forward to be screened. Now, cancer of the prostate is the commonest cancer in men in the world, and definitely here in Barbados it's the commonest cancer, despite it only being half the population. And so it's really vital because it's one of the 5 cancers that actually can be cured, but only if it's actually found early. And that's our problem. We're not actually really getting people. We have 320 deaths a year from prostate cancer here in Barbados. Why is it so common? Well, it's more common in men of African descent. We know that because of hereditary problems. And if you have a relative, it's even more important that you're screened. I'd like to just touch on, in a moment, actually a new protocol that we've actually produced now and has been taken over by other countries in the world as to how to approach cancer of the prostate if you have it. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to just start on screening, if that's okay. Screening in the last century was only done in the early part of the last century, and still in some places being done by what's called a rectal examination. Mm-hmm. No man likes that. Nobody actually likes it, to be honest. And it's completely unnecessary.
Yes.
And I'd like to get that over. If you think that you're coming to be screened, you're going to have a rectal examination, it's not going to happen. Mm. We have stopped that. The reason for that is because in those days it was the only thing you could do, but the cancer's already advanced. So it's really not useful as a screening program. The best thing in 1989 that was brought in was actually called the PSA test, prostatic specific antigen. Mm-hmm. And that became an excellent, and still is a good way to screen for prostate cancer. Unfortunately, it does have problems. Sometimes it can be what we call a false positive.
Right.
And so your PSA gets raised, you're referred to oncologist, first to a urologist, and they may do a biopsy, and you can get problems from the biopsy, bleeding and other things. So 4 years ago, we started a trial at the Barbados Cancer Society, actually the first in the world, mm-hmm. to actually look at the difference and whether advantages between the PSA and a very new, only the last 8 years, a new way of looking at it, which was from DNA and RNA, mm-hmm. Called genomics, gene testing. And we looked at 565 men, and the fascinating thing about this was that there were 50 men who had no symptoms, no signs, and PSA normal who were positive on the testing. So now what we have is, I've started and we've now brought it forward, and as I said, it's being taken up in other countries, I'm pleased to say, a new protocol. And the protocol, we believe, should be that you all come forward, men, over the age of 50. I'll say some people have to come over the age of 40, but yes. I'll go on to that. You come forward at 50, you get screened, the PSA test. If the PSA test is positive, right, unfortunately, if it's positive, then don't go straight to be treated or have other investigations. Then you should have a PROS test, which is the gene test. Mm-hmm. And if that is positive, then you should go forward and have all the investigations. So that people get, men, unfortunately, all of us over the age of 60, have other conditions in the prostate which can mimic cancer. And one, of course, is just the enlargement, prostatic hypertrophy. Can be infection as well.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Sorry, but the other thing I just want to mention is that men who have relatives who have cancer of the prostate, then they should start being screened at 40,
even earlier,
not at 50, and they should have both the PSA and the prostate test together. And I could go on to how this makes treatment so much easier. But,
we're making tremendous advances here at the Cancer Society in catching it early, one, and prolonging one's life as well. So the good news we got this morning is that, it's not the end, one. And secondly, because of advancement in technology and study, we now know that there are other steps one can take before one gets to the other part of the solution. But part of that solution is not just the discussion, but the standing up in support of. And that's why the other three here are represented as well. Michelle, there's the big walk coming up.
There is.
The big walk and run coming up.
That's correct. On June 28th, Sunday, June 28th, we meet at the main guard, which is in the garrison. It's the red building, the clock building, however you want to call it. That's where
everybody else will be.
Exactly. So we start there. The walk and the run goes along Paddock Road, across Dalkeith, across Culloden Road. The runners go straight across Pine Road, right over to the lights by Tweedside Road. They make the left, go down Tweedside, all down Robert Street, go across Crumpton Street by Harrison College, across St. Michael's Road. Hey, don't worry.
I walk it already.
Go ahead. To the garrison. When you get over to Bay Street, come straight back up to the garrison.
To the garrison.
Yeah, and the walkers, they have it a little easier. When they get to the lights by Culloden Road and Lower Colmarock, they make the left, they go down Lower Colmarock, past Pierhe, past the roundabout by the hospital,
Coast Road.
Robert Street, and then back to the...
Roebuck Street?
Sorry.
Oh, you have it Bay Street.
Fairchild Street.
Okay, and come with that.
People cheat and
shortcut. Yes. I mean, it's not a race.
No.
It's not a race. It is a demonstration of our fight against prostate cancer and support for those who manage it as well.
Yes,
and so
that's correct.
shirts are going to be critical.
Yes, as you can see, I'm wearing this year's shirt. And the shirts are available at the Barbados Cancer Society and at any of the Upbeat stores across Barbados.
Yeah. Cancer Study and Upbeat.
Yeah, they're $30. So they're very reasonable. Come out, get your shirts.
Yeah.
And the run starts at 3:45. The walk starts at 4. But come from about 2 o'clock. That's where we're going to be doing testing.
Oh, testing.
If you don't have your shirts will be available that you can buy on the day. And we will have some warm up because they're saying, no, we need to warm up.
I'm not as fit as I used to be.
We need to warm up.
She had to remind me this morning. So 2 o'clock, be at the clock tower by the garrison on the 28th. The 28th, not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday for this walk and run. It's being put on by a number of people who are so supportive of the cause, indeed. And so one of those is the District Grand Lodge. And generally, you see the men in the lodge. But are the men also coming forward to be tested? Yes or no?
I say yes. And I say yes because...
Are you discussing it? It's a conversation a lot of men don't want to have.
Because we had a testing at our Masonic Center this past Saturday. It was free testing. And to be honest, we had about 52 people who came out and got tested. We were planning for about 30. Yes. So we were then scrambling to get extra stuff. But we were glad to see the men came out. And it was a range of age groups. So there was one guy he came, and two friends came together. One was in his 30s, so he was below the age, so we had to turn him away. But we were glad that he was aware enough to come and be tested. And then there were guys who were in their 70s and 80s. And it took a while because their numbers, but they were willing to sit down and wait and be tested because they saw the importance. Yeah. And over the 4 years that we've been involved in this now, I can certainly say that I find men are more willing to speak about having had prostate cancer or have prostate cancer and what they have gone through. So for me, if nothing else, what this has done for us is that it's actually getting the conversation out there more.
Your story just encouraged me. It just encouraged me.
So
And
you're walking on Sunday.
No,
it just
to go and
encouraged
get
me.
tested.
So,
I hope it's to go and get
That is good.
tested.
it just encouraged me. Dot.
Mm-hmm.
But Torian, CMix has also been a part of this for the period of time. So much so you're branded with it. So well known now as part of this activity as well. From your organization's point of view, why is that important?
Right, so for us, the stigma in itself is something that we're trying to bring awareness to. So as said before, persons don't like the traditional testing.
The other one we heard of, yes.
Yes, so luckily for us, we have new technology advancements, which allows now to get a blood test. But for me, my grandfather would have died from prostate cancer, and is also present in the family. So I took it upon myself to go and get a traditional test. Right? I won't say it was the best of experiences, but it was necessary because I'm still here. And for me, moving forward, you have to understand that it's something that has to become part of our everyday routine checks. So at CMix, we see it as a catalyst for change, and we want men not to be afraid to go and get tests, but to see it as a responsibility, not only for themselves, but for their families as well.
I think it's a powerful message for other companies, the example of CMix that you've taken for other companies to join in that response as well, because you see the crew here?
Yes.
Good men, except for our makeup artists. And so it is important that organizations also encourage its male employees to do as CMix is doing.
Correct.
Whether you create a day for men, and that part of that day for men is prostate cancer testing.
Correct.
And it happens in the privacy of your office as well, so you don't have to be lined up at somebody's other location, but you can actually do it in the office and have counsel of the men as well, because it's a scary, you don't want to hear the outcome, you just don't want to know, you don't want to know. I think that's what scares a lot of people, not just the method of examination alone, you don't want to know, but at the same time you want to know.
Early detection helps.
Yeah. You hope that you get the most positive result. That's what you hope for, but you don't want to hear the bad one. And so that part of that myth still needs to be dispelled. And I think by the introduction of the processes, now the upgrade in the different methods of testing that has calmed our spirits and our souls a whole lot more. And that's important indeed.
Yeah, that's correct.
And so again, the shirts are available at the Cancer Society. They're also available at Upbeat stores.
Yes.
All of the stores across here. Look at your screen, everybody. Look at your screen. Look at your screen. And when you look at your screen, gather all the details that you need to have. It all really starts around 3, but we want to get it for 2. For 2 o'clock at the Garrison, the Clock Tower, and we will all together walk or run for the fight against prostate cancer. So our demonstration by the purchase of the shirt shows our support. Our demonstration can be in the form of showing up to have the counsel and the testing ahead of the start or post the activity as well. That's important. Yes. And more men need to do so.
Yeah, if I may say it, I just want to say that we started this 4 years ago, and of course the numbers were small, but we have seen it growing year on year, and our goal is to make sure that everybody knows the breast cancer.
Yes.
And the sea of pink. We want to see a sea of blue.
Oh, we painted the city everywhere. Blue on the 28th, the last Saturday of the month. And it's traditional. Sunday, the last Sunday of the month, that's right. You also wanted to add something else.
Yeah, I was just going to add the fact that if you get cancer early, found on screening early, the treatment is minimal compared to if it goes on a bit longer. In fact, you don't need surgery, you don't need radiotherapy, anything, chemotherapy, anything like that. It can all be done if it's caught very early by a thing called HIFU, high intensity focused ultrasound.
Right.
And it's incredible. So, why not come forward?
You're so right.
One other thing I'd just like to add is that we at the Cancer Society, there are other places that do screening, but we don't just do screening for prostate cancer. We actually have really very good people, surgeons and physicians, who are available to talk you through the problems if you're positive.
Yeah, that's important to know, that you do have the support through conversation with caring people. That's important. But the other part, I have to wrap, but the other part I really want to say is that while I hear you, yes, we can, but we think of the loss, because we've heard all these other stories. If they did this to you, you will no longer have, and You know what I'm talking about, gentlemen. I don't want to say it on TV. ... But that's also a part of the fair that is a myth. And so those discussions with the medical practitioners and people who understand what you're feeling is so important to comfort you, to calm you. And if you're a member of the Grand Lodge, you can also have those kinds of conversations with the fellas who are also there. So to each of you, I thank you.
Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why is it that women come forward here in Barbados?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question. Because we see it as an emasculation of self. So we don't want that. That's why.
I've been in the past saying that they're wimps, but I have to stop that.
You said it. You said it. All right, thank you so much indeed. And may I encourage all of you folks to get your shirts as soon as possible from the Cancer Society or from any of the Upbeat branches and stores. And so come out and show your full support. These shirts are cost affordable, but they're also long lasting. You can wear them over and over and over again. Think of it in that way, but you're giving your support to the fight against prostate cancer. That's central to the message. Morning Barbados is right back with more in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fat. We ready to sweat. Here's our shiny one, then real on
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform. TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, in the festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted,
use your creativity to tap into how you feel and to be able to express how you feel without judgment. That's where Poetry Barbados also comes in. And so, you with me now? You catch it, right? You see where I'm going now? You get the flow. Aki, you know
Good morning, Barbados. So we're celebrating Men's Mental Health with a season finale poetry show on June 25th. This at Bean and Bagel. That's next week, Thursday. And we're starting at 8 o'clock. So this show is important because last month we had a show celebrating the women for womanhood, for Mother's Day. It was called Womanhood. And we explored all the aspects of femininity. And as we were at the show, everybody was like, so when are doing one for the men?
Good question.
So we was like, okay, I guess we have to do one for the men. And we had one last year. So this show we're celebrating fatherhood, men's mental health, brotherhood, legacy, and creating a safe space for men to explore. Not only explore, the parts we don't normally speak about, but also explore what masculine accountability looks like and healthy masculine expression. Because for those of you that don't know, men are 4 times more likely to commit suicide than women, right? And a lot of men go through, even like the prostate cancer that you just had here, a lot of men go through health challenges and they just go through it alone. You will find out that a man has cancer 7 years into him having cancer, and he will just be struggling alone. So this show is important because we want to make men comfortable with expressing what's happening internally and recognizing that there's a community of us that actually can hold space for you, where you can come, you could be yourself, and not be judged, and don't feel that you have to just perform in a role. You can be human being and not just a unit of function or provision.
Talk more, man. I like what you're saying. I like the way you express it. You could function in your role and not just be another unit of production.
Correct.
And so this opportunity is on the 25th.
25th of June, yes.
Bean and Bagel.
Yes, that's in Rockley, Christchurch.
Thank you.
Yes.
He answered the question before I asked it. Bean and Bagel in Rockley, Christchurch at 8 o'clock in the evening it begins. And it's open to women as well. Y'all could come.
Oh, no, women can come, yes, absolutely.
While we encourage the fellas to come and feel safe in the space, we also say, part of that safety is you having your female folk with you. And so the conversation really is starting in a very significant way on the 25th, where men are allowed to express, to feel vulnerable, to feel powerful, to be able to be accepting of self and what conditions you're faced with, and not see that as a measure of weakness, but as a measure of strength. Because in acceptance of it, then you begin the process of healing. And boy, is that a wonderful journey to know that you're going back to self-fulfillment. And that's what this allows you to do. But it's going to be done in poetry. So who is going to be
So we have
day?
right next to me,
my good buddy,
Mornin Blackman. Yeah, he will be performing. I myself will be performing. Our headline act is Dio the Poet. And we also have a few surprise acts. We have Barry Reid, as you know, musician, gospel singer. We have Timon Howard, Malachi Hope. We have Bar, very popular social media personality, Jabari Corbin. We also have an emerging writer section. So we have poets that are performing for the first time, and poets that haven't performed in a very long time. So we have a guy named Kerry Hoda. Kerry used to perform before I was even performing. We have a guy named Lael Charles and another guy named Chad Brown who are touching the stage for the first time. So we have veterans, we have intermediaries, and we have people that are brand new touching the stage, and all of them are exploring masculinity and their version of masculinity, brotherhood, and unpacking the masculine experience. I actually programmed the segment called Unmasking Masculinity. Wow. So we're going to show our naked truths with clothes on.
Oh, that was just, thank you.
At Bean and Bagel. And Ray will be performing the piece as well.
Ray, you looking forward to this?
Oh, most definitely.
What are you focusing on specifically in your presentation?
In my presentation, I want to talk about how society tends to view men and their mental health. I want to explore the stigma that is associated with it, because men inherently don't speak about their problems. From young, we're taught that showing emotion, showing vulnerability is a sign of weakness. So parents used to say, "Wait, were you crying?" and give you something to cry for. Or you hear something like, "Take it like a man, suck it up." You're not allowed to be vulnerable, show that weakness, and from the time we're small, that's what we're told. We get a look. And I think every Caribbean person knows that look. You want to start and you get the look and you just clam up. And as you grow up, it just becomes more ingrained in you. And then there are points in times when you actually, do open up, you feel vulnerable, talk to your partner, whatever the case is. And then sometimes things can go sideways, and that becomes a weapon formed against you. And as you move forward, you tend to be more closed in, more reserved, and you don't share at all.
So what you end up then are actors on that global stage outside there. People who are walking in pretense but crumbling inside. Oh, there's a poem
Yeah,
in there.
we make it consider the
tell
poem.
you.
Yeah.
And so...
Next show for you?
No. But at the same time, and I think, and that's the pain of being a man.
Yeah.
And that's why the unmasking of the masculinity, I think, is such an interesting focus.
Yeah.
Indeed. But to hear you, Ray, come and talk about how men feel about how men feel, I think is going to be important.
I like that. How men feel about how men
Yeah.
feel. I like that. Pearson is a poet at the cover.
Listen, I high roll y'all too much. I high roll you guys too much. But, you know, it's important because in the pouring out, you're replacing with something positive.
Yes.
You're replacing with something that empowers.
Yes.
And I think that has to be heard, that has to be told, that has to be acknowledged, that has to be celebrated. And that's why I think it's important too that the women show up. Because oftentimes, it's not just the fellas who are beating down the other fellas, but some of the women, by the language they use, can also damage a man.
Yes, and the thing about it is sometimes a woman knows a man better than his voice, you know.
That's
'Cause
right.
He's vulnerable, but he expresses his true self, and it's rare said sometimes it's instantly used against you when things go south. So when a lot of men lose their wife, a funny thing is the highest suicide rates are actually most men in their 40s who are divorced. So it's almost like when you lose that safe space, men crumble inside. So it's very important for women to come out and hear the things that men may not have expressed to them, hear the things that their fathers may never express, and even their sons may have never expressed to them. It's very important for masculinity as well to not be defined through a feminine lens.
Yeah.
You can imagine us defining what femininity is on Mother's Day. That'd be crazy.
Heaven help
right?
us.
So it's very important that we recognize that men are human beings too. Your son is going to grow up to your man. Every man is a son to a daughter.
True.
Right? So it's very important to see that linkage, and that's what we're trying to do with this show on the 25th.
Wow, it's a big show. But we want to hear what Ray has to say, don't we? Don't we? We'll do that after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
It's time to talk festival on the stage. Barbados, get ready for the energy, the culture, and the excitement as Festival Stage with Admiral Nelson comes alive from June 2026. Join us live on TV8 every Wednesday night from 8:03 p.m. as we celebrate the very best of the festival season with performances, entertainment, special guests, and unforgettable moments. Powered by the National Cultural Foundation, this is your front row seat to the heartbeat of Cropover. So gather the family, turn up the volume, and stay locked to TV8. Festival Stage with the Admiral Nelson. We are Cropover.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
You know what it really sounds like to hear a man ask for help? Crickets, pin drops. The truth is silence. He tries to deal by himself with his poor mental health. You ask him how he's doing, he'd be quick to smile and say, all is well. When in fact, all is hell. And when do we find out? When he finds that off button. And the view is that it's all of a sudden. Why you didn't say anything? Why you didn't reach out? Because that manner that society that's preached about is not what he needed to hear. See, we pretend to care 1 month out of the year. June almost gone, but when you hear the shout, that man's issues are still there. He opens up to the boys, man, times hard, things brown, I feel close. See, they them laugh and make jokes. So for him, it's a rope or overdose. And if he survives, then bro, it's comatose or a vegetable. And the dressing is hospital clothes. No ranch, no Thousand Island. We quick to say that, oh, no man is an island. But let a man need help. We quietly bystand. So we gotta do better, but we ain't really gotten a plan. Now I'm an advocate for men not ringing that bell. But it's hard to side with a paper that don't really sell. Well, I mean, it does have in the facts, even if it is kind of dry. But I will tell you this, I prefer black and white truth to a colorful lie. And reality is, men don't talk. And society would ask why. The same society that would say, man up. Men don't cry. Don't have rights, don't have real problems. Then act all surprised that the counterclockwise turn to the noose to solve them. And they will get all over social media with the pretty words, trying to save face instead of telling people the truth. We as men do not have a safe space. Closest thing to therapy looks like driving at dangerous speed. Music up to all, zoned out on trees, swimming from bottle to bottle till it's hard to see and it's sad to see. You could believe that that man could have been me. And then when he does open up, we treat him like the police do. Anything you say can and will be used against you, and in more than just a court of law. You would never hear a critic say well done when the food is served raw. In fact, to hear it at all is rare. Just like that metaphor. Cold, hard facts. That's what he wears his sweater for. His girl don't want to hear his problems, so what should he sweat her for? Matter of fact, as man, I don't even think I'm talking anymore.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a lion. When we come together, because you, we are the heart of the party. When the song swing, it could be a lime or a fat. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, Festival Vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's Saturday.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's get to news now. After a heated backlash to his refusal to disclose the cost of the BIMPay system, Central Bank Governor Dr. the Most Honorable Kevin Greenidge is apologizing and releasing the budget. He revealed that budgeted amount and how much has been spent.
The cost of BIMPay to date for phase 1, the entire payment infrastructure, not just the app, is approximately 6.7 million, against an approved budget of 10 million. We are well within budget, and the work continues to be delivered in phases, and as soon as the remaining work is completed and reconciled through the normal processes, we will report those costs as well.
Dr. Greenidge says he regrets his response when asked about the cost at a recent media conference.
A reporter asked me a fair question on the cost of BIMPay, and I should have answered directly. There is no place for making light of a question like that, and there is no place for seemingly dismissive of the public's right to know how public resources are being used. So let me say first, I am sorry. I apologize to a young reporter who was simply doing his job. I also apologize to anyone who heard my response and felt that I was being disrespectful, evasive, or unwilling to account to the people of Barbados. That was not my intention. That's not who I am.
The central bank governor also spoke about the continued challenges some people are having connecting to the BIMPay app.
I'm also aware that some Barbadians have had difficulty with the app, particularly with registration, with obtaining tokens, and with linking multiple accounts, and indeed with the overall app experience. I understand the frustration. We are working with the banks, credit unions, and with our technical partners to fix those issues and to make the system easier to use. This is an important project, but public confidence is even more important. And therefore, when I misstep, I will always own it.
Barbados is celebrating a major achievement in public health. The Best of Santos Public Health Laboratory has secured international recognition for the quality of its work. It has been designated a Pan-American Health Organization and World Health Organization collaborating center for antimicrobial resistance surveillances. Anesta Henry has that story.
As a center for antimicrobial resistance, the Best dos Santos Public Health Laboratory is a specialized facility dedicated to fighting AMR, which occurs when bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites evolve to withstand the medicines meant to treat them. The designation takes the lab to a new level, recognized internationally. Prime Minister Mia Amor-Motley says the designation is coming at a critical time when epidemics are raising their heads globally.
I didn't expect along the way that it would become a very personal experience. And that personal experience made me appreciate it even more, that within less than 48 hours, those whom we love can be taken from us by reason of an inability to be able to get ahead of the spread of infection. Our ability to provide timely diagnostic information to doctors such that they can prescribe the best treatments that they can in a race against time is what this is all about. And when all is said and done, all of this culminates in our quest to save life after life after life after life.
Prime Minister Motley says she has been hearing concerns that Barbadians are unable to access some medications locally that are available extra-regionally. She says this is why government is investing heavily in the pharmaceutical industry and all other areas of public health.
That is a fact, but that is why we have established the Bridgetown Initiative, to be able to level the playing field and to be able to ensure that our countries are not seen as apostrophes or afterthoughts.
Director, Best dos Santos Public Health Laboratory, the Most Honorable Sonji Beckles, thanks the lab staff for their dedication and commitment that led to the facility achieving such a distinguished designation.
It shows our commitment to public health, to Barbados, and to the wider Caribbean in tackling AMR drug resistance.
PAHO WHO representative for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean countries, Dr. Emilio Del Rego, says Best dos Santos is deserving of the recognition.
Everything that the Best dos Santos has done for the region, the trainings, the reference services, the constant willingness to host and to teach, it has done without asking PAHO any funding. The consumables, the time of its specialists, the laboratory space, the services, all of these Barbados has provided from its own resources freely and without hesitation.
The Best dos Santos lab was established in 2016. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
Minister of Finance Ryan Strawn says Barbados continues to advocate for countries to have climate investment plans. He says if they do, part of the way to achieving resilience will be to proactively trigger climate clauses locked into plans. Minister Strawn says this will ensure that financing and execution for any prioritized projects are available rather than waiting for after any natural disasters when the economy is not at its strongest. He explains that 2 years ago, government agreed on a climate investment plan that rounded off at around $11.7 billion US dollars, which included both public and private sector investment in order to achieve the country's climate agenda. Minister Strawn was speaking at the Climate Start Summit at Hilton, Barbados.
We feel that we have it within us, having established a plan, to speak with our partners to be able to say, look, these are the projects that the public sector can engage over a 2 to 3 year period using those government resources. And therefore, with the suspension of the debt which the natural disaster clauses will trigger naturally, then it allows then any country, any small state, to be able to use the existing resources that it has whilst the economy is actually live and in production to be able to achieve the building of resilience.
The minister said the 3 debt swaps which the country engaged in have given room for the advancement of some projects.
We are financially engineering to make sure that we can create as much space as possible to advance the building of resilience. Alongside that, we're actually working on a 3rd swap now that's going to focus more on health, because as I mentioned earlier, social resilience is particularly important. We have a significant prevalence of NCDs across the country, and therefore part of the resources from the debt swap which we are working on with the CDB, CAF, IDB, as well as the World Bank, that we're trying to target that, and again, with the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Agriculture, reduce the level of childhood obesity, which is now measured at 42%.
A suggestion that local companies should examine the possibility of staggered retirement. It's coming from Minister of Technological and Vocational Training, Sandra Husbands. The minister says a staggered retirement process would allow workers who have reached the age of retirement to gradually ease out of the workforce through part-time work or reduced hours. She says such a move will prevent organizations from losing its experienced staff at the same time. Ms. Husbands was addressing the Health and Wellness Conference and Open Day ceremony.
As experienced skilled workers retire, we risk losing decades of expertise. Many banks and institutions that started around the same time and hired everybody around the same age are suddenly faced with the fact that a significant portion of their experienced workers and leaders are going to be retiring within the next 5 years. And so their succession plan is at risk. This is part of the danger. So by certifying their skills and engaging our seniors as mentors, we can create a cycle of knowledge transfer that strengthens our workforce across generations. Indeed, we have to look at a different method for retirement.
Ms. Husband says retirement should not be a sudden event and believes retirement, as she's suggesting, could work.
we should be able to gear down from 5 days a week to 3 days a week to 2 days a week and gradually ease yourself into retirement. That allows that senior person to be present to help mentor and guide their replacement, still make available to the company or the organization their knowledge that they have, the experience. We know that the old brooms know the corners, and therefore you minimize the impact on the organization as older workers exit and the newer workers take their place. We have to be creative.
That's news. Until now, Morning Barbados continues in a moment right here from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados in Warrens.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends in the festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 14 after 7 o'clock now. I'm going to sit with someone who says the Caribbean's AI moment isn't about catching up. It's about skipping the mistakes. What a profound statement. And so Janelle Germain is the founder and chief executive officer of Amplify AI Inc. And so she joins me now. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you doing? Good morning, Barbados.
I'm
It's very
well.
lovely to be here.
Thank you so much. Good to have you indeed. And so why that statement and what does that statement mean to you?
So the way we look at it in Amplify AI is that we're at the point where a number of organizations internationally have adopted AI. AI has been around for quite some time. It's just now becoming in the forefront with all of the additional investments being made. So our perspective as Amplify AI, as a Caribbean-built technology company, is that we can learn from all of the mistakes that the international organizations make and be in a position where we can now focus on re-implementing the correct way and driving strong capability around amongst citizens, amongst businesses using AI today based on all of those past mistakes.
And that's predicated, to my mind, on the narrative
Yes.
that we need to catch up. We hear this a lot. We are losing, we're far behind.
Yes.
And as a consequence, we frame it in our minds in the way you've just described, and that can be a mistake.
Most definitely. So we need to think of AI today as we're not late to the game. We're right on time, where there are billions of investments being made in AI today. And it is the objective of companies, the objective of even Amplify AI is to drive capability. Capability where an organization is able to understand how to utilize AI to implement it in their various systems, in their processes. A professional can use AI to improve their productivity. And this is what we focus on at Amplify AI, focusing on business capability or from an organizational level to even an employee level as well.
And you liken this to when the technology changed generally over time in any particular environment, where previously you worked with a typewriter, now you work with your other devices indeed. And the same approach we took then is a similar approach we should take now to AI. Is that what you're suggesting?
Most definitely, I'm suggesting that we need to think, like AI is, so let me come back a bit, right? Because for the listeners, the first thing that they're thinking is AI, like this is this big tech phenomenon, it doesn't apply to me. So I kind of want to take us back. So there are 3 types of AI. There is artificial narrow intelligence, which is the only type of AI that exists right now. And we think of large language models. So I'll break it down in simple terms. AI being able to use to design, to produce information, to analyze data, etc. There is artificial general intelligence, which is the expectation that AI will be able to think at human capacity.
Yes.
That does not exist today. And there is artificial superintelligence, where it is presumed that AI will think above human capacity. So right now we're at the level of artificial narrow intelligence. What can that mean for an organization, for a business, for an employee? It can mean that you're able to produce faster, you're able to automate your reports, you're able to design. As a small business owner, you're in the space where you're able to almost run a full business on your own. Like if you have a business idea today, you can start it using AI. And this is what we teach at Amplify AI. This is what we empower people with at Amplify AI. So AI is not this phenomenon that's going to take over the world. It is you think of it as a tool that can enable capability, that can be like your army of assistants so that you can produce an output quicker.
And that's good to hear. You say you're very convincing, but you're holding some master classes also to help us navigate this. Because I want to get a sense of the relationship Amplify AI has with the business owner. So I call Amplify AI and say, I need your expertise. Come help us understand what AI is, how it works within my setup. Is that how the relationship generally works?
So the relationship is multifold. Let's talk about the masterclass. So actually tonight we have a free class where I'm going to be showing the audience how to build a business or brand in under 60 minutes. And I'm talking from right sizing your market, so understanding what your market potential looks like, understanding your revenue potential, building your brand design, building your artwork, building a full website, guys, in under 60 minutes. That is what AI can do for you today. Maybe even create a radio ad or 2. But the intention, and that's from the capability side, is to teach you and empower you, at least from a starting point, with the knowledge around using AI to do what you can do for your business. From a corporate and a SME perspective, it is more about understanding what challenges you may have in your organization and how you can utilize AI to diagnose those challenges through my entire full system and full team, and then being able to create and implement solutions to help you navigate those challenges where you can optimize your performance. But one important thing I want to add, it is not just about the fancy tools and being able to create productivity and all of that. It is also about governance. And when we think of AI, that's something that sometimes it is often overlooked. Security frameworks and governance is absolutely critical right now. And I'm speaking to those small businesses, those medium-sized organizations, and even large ones. Every person in your organization today, almost every person, either has ChatGPT on their phone or Claude and is inputting your data into those LLMs, or what we call large language models. Your objective is to understand or to ensure that you have the framework in place where the security is so robust that you can protect your data and that they have the right enterprise grade level tools to mitigate from the AI being trained on your data, because that's what it is. AI is trained on vast amounts of data. So if you input it into a free tool, like what your employees may be doing, that is running potential for your data to be exposed to the entire world. And that happened with a big company like Samsung. So imagine our little Barbados.
Indeed. And so we talked about this when we talked to HERMAB, the Human Resources Management Association of Barbados. The policy has to be in place so that everyone understands the rules of the game.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you the question, which I know you said, don't get caught up in that kind of rat race. But if we don't now, what do we stand to lose?
There's going to be a shift, and it's already happening in various organizations across the Caribbean. It is not about persons who have AI tools. It is now more about persons who know how to use AI well versus those who don't. The persons who do will be able to produce quicker, automate faster, work more intelligently. Like, for example, we're able to build at Amplify AI, able to build marketing campaigns in under 24 hours. And I'm talking from brand design to execution to ads to radio, everything. I am a senior marketing executive. I was. I spent over 11 years in executive position in telecommunication, in banking, fast-moving consumer goods, and manufacturing. And these campaigns took me months to be able to build that I can do in 24 hours. That is the game changer of what AI can develop and provide for our audiences today.
It's a tool.
It is a
It's
tool.
merely a
It is
tool.
a tool. So one of the other shifts I'm seeing, which that's the reason I'm so passionate about Amplify AI and capability. People, it is getting to the point where we almost used AI to think for us.
Yes.
And I want persons to understand that's why fundamental knowledge is critically important. I'm not saying skip the fundamental knowledge, don't go to school. I'm saying utilize AI to amplify that, hence the company Amplify AI, pun intended. But it is about using AI to amplify that. So you need that fundamental knowledge. You need to be able to understand how to navigate. That's what we teach at Amplify AI. So we don't just teach you tools. We teach you rules, we teach you formulas, we teach you processes around marketing, around business, and complement that with AI. So there's a fundamental difference here.
So the relationship, I want to come at this, I want to be clear.
Yes.
Business X says, I'm going to invest in AI.
Yes.
And having those tools in my organization to help what you've just described.
Yes.
I want Amplify then to train my staff in how to process the thinking. What?
So you always...
What do you do?
Ideally, we always look at what is the problem? What is the objective that you have for your organization? Let's say, for example, it is that I'm going to speak small business because first thing I want you to understand that Amplify AI doesn't only target large corporations.
Right.
We're very passionate about enabling small businesses in Barbados and the rest of the Caribbean. So a small business comes and says, hey, my inventory is out of whack. I'm not tracking my sales adequately. My human resource, I'm not able to see my hour, my manpower, and manage productivity. That now becomes your problem.
Right.
So what we do, we go for our deep analysis. I have a full-fledged team of R&D, marketing, brand, technology, operations. We then create or customize a solution for you based on your problem, based on our deep design thinking. We stress test that to ensure that it is robust enough, and then we implement and we support with the implementation. And it could be, hey, I have no presence online. I don't have the visibility, or I want to sell my products online because that's a big thing now. We can support you with that e-commerce development, get you ready. And another important thing, just side note, as you grow your brand presence, there's now a focus on understanding how large, because if, for example, people type in ChatGPT, where can I find the best place to eat in Barbados?
Yes.
It's not just in Google anymore. So that's a shift, and that's something that businesses need to pay attention. You now need to develop and create your business where large language models are able to find your business and give the customer the response as well. So all of those things we cover through that engagement.
Couple of things very quickly.
Yes.
The free workshop is online or is it in person first?
It is on Zoom. So the free workshop is tonight. It's at 6:30 p.m. You can sign up right now by going to amplifai.co/free, so FREE-class. We're going to be going through the full business build in under 60 minutes, and it will be great. It's a good introduction into what AI can do for you.
You've answered the second question. To find you, amplifyai.co is where to find you,
Yes,
so we
definitely.
can begin the connection there.
Definitely.
I want to thank you, Janelle.
Thank you
I
very
see your
much.
passion. I feel your passion. I get a sense of your deep knowledge in this
thank
area as well, and so I recommend her to you. Janelle Germain, and the company is called Amplify AI Inc. Amplifyai.co is online presence, and so I want you to go there and get to see how you can be a part of the masterclass this evening, and how else can Amplify AI help you begin to amplify AI within your organizations. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Back with more in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8, we are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to South Point Hotel Barbados, your gateway to a luxury oasis of tranquility, comfort, and impeccable service. Nestled along the popular south coast of Barbados, South Point Hotel is a true haven for those seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. From the moment you arrive, you will be enveloped by an ambiance of serenity that effortlessly blends with the stunning flora and fauna surrounding you. The accommodations are spacious, elegant, and thoughtfully designed to ensure maximum comfort. Each room offers a perfect retreat where you can unwind, rejuvenate, and be pampered with the exceptional service of attentive staff. Indulge in the extraordinary at Driftwood, the in-house restaurant, where culinary excellence meets coastal charm. Driftwood's menu is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients, expertly crafted to create a dining experience that will take your palate on a delightful gastronomic journey the Bajan way. Whether you're here to relax by the pool, enjoy a delicious meal, or explore the enchanting beaches nearby, every moment at South Point Hotel is crafted to exceed your expectations. Book your stay today and immerse yourself in the luxury oasis that South Point Hotel offers. Discover a destination where every detail is thoughtfully curated for your enjoyment. South Point Hotel Barbados, creating memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, email them at reservations@southpointhotelbarbados.com or call 1246-424-7744 or check out the website www.southpointbarbados.com.
Boy, oh boy, I'm telling you, that is one of the hidden gems in Barbados. And it's hidden because it's not private, but it is just so beautiful. It's literally on the southern tip of Barbados where you see the rest of the ocean before anyone else does. And so South Point Hotel is hosting something really special for Father's Day this coming Sunday. I know you've been talking about Father's Day in your head for a little while. It's this coming Sunday. So joining me to talk a little bit more about what one can expect and why South Point Hotel has to be the space for us is Wanda Maynard, who is the Sales and Marketing Manager, and Vicky Lowe, who is the Food and Beverage Manager at South Point Hotel. Good morning to you, both of you.
Morning, Pearson.
Wanda, again, you know, that's one of my favorite spots on the island. It's such a beautiful space.
It is.
And so Father's Day is coming, and there's some wonderful things that you're doing there for fathers.
Yes. Well, for Mother's Day, we went really big. So we said we'll do the same for Father's Day. So what we're having a barbecue lunch at 155 Barbados dollars, which is really good. And all the gentlemen will be greeted with a special surprise cocktail that Vicky's team has created, and we're going to greet them with some cold towels. It's a full surprise. So we're just inviting them to come out. If you have not planned or booked, you can reach out to us at 424-7744 or go on to Open Table where you'll see the menu and make your reservations.
And make your reservation as quickly as possible. Reservation by email?
Or email, Open Table, or you can call.
Right.
What we've also added, the last time I was here, I told you that we were building a spa or adding a spa. Our spa is now completed and it's opened.
Sweet.
So what we're doing for Father's Day, we have 3 special packages which we're putting out. It's the citrus body scrub and the polish massage with a facial, and that's $480. Or you can get the Dad's Recharge pedicure and foot massage for $250, or the sweetest body massage with a facial for $300 Barbados dollars.
Any tier is good for me. Any tier is good for me. And so all daddies need pampering too. You know, oftentimes they tend to think, oh, he's so rough, his foot scruffy. No.
Take care of him.
We have to take care of our gentlemen as well. And so we want to encourage you, as you create in your mind the image of what you want for Daddy's South Point Hotel, the spa, the restaurant, the whole ambience. Book a room. I'm telling you, those rooms are so well appointed. Make this a weekend of love simply for your daddy. Simply for your daddy, who's as important to your relationship as your mummy. And so the same emphasis you place on mummy, do it for daddy too. Do this for daddy. So all we need to go is to the Open Table.
Open Table, look for South Point Hotel or Driftwood Restaurant, and you make your booking.
Right.
Or you can call the hotel at 424-7744 or email reservations at southpointbarbados.com.
And for the spa?
For the spa, you do the same thing.
The same thing.
The spa has its own website, so you look for the spa at South Point Hotel.
Right.
Yeah?
And grab one of these deals. If you don't want to necessarily book him the appointment now, get him a gift voucher and let him come at his convenience as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's important.
And we're also offering our staycation package, so you can come and make a weekend out of it or a day out of it, where you get your day pass. You come the morning, you can have the day pass with or without a room, and then you enjoy your lunch and probably dinner and spend the whole day with us.
Sweet. Let's say y'all got to go check the pool. That pool area is so beautiful indeed. Or you just go onto the beach if you choose to do so. But the day pass also comes, as you said, does it include breakfast if I choose to stay the day?
Yes, we have 3 specials. We have the staycation, which is you pay for the room, and that includes breakfast. Then you have the daycation, where you pay. You can check in from 6 o'clock, from 8 o'clock until 6. That includes breakfast and lunch. And you can check in from 8 o'clock until 11. That includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with the room.
Call and find out. Call and find out how you with the package that you're looking for, indeed. But Father's Day, you know, we want to take Daddy out and show him to the rest of the world. And so you want to take him to lunch. You maybe want to take him to dinner on Sunday as well. And so, Vicky, this is where you come in as food and beverage manager.
Yes,
what are you serving up?
Okay, well, it's going to be a full barbecue. We're going to have ribs, barbecue chicken. We're going to have a carvery from a brisket. We're going to have all the condiments to accompany it. You're going to have the corbets, mac and cheese.
You sold us at ribs. You should hear the fellas going, ribs, we good, we come in.
Yes, please.
So all of that macaroni and cheese as well?
Yes, please, most certainly. Can't have a barbecue without mac and cheese.
Can't have it in Barbados without macaroni and patty.
Of course not.
That's right.
A full salad station. So it's going to be a full-on nice barbecue. Assortment of desserts. So we're going big, very big for Father's Day.
I'm full already just thinking about the options that one has to make. But reservation is important to you.
Yes, please, most certainly.
So again, go to the Open Table, or you can call, or you can email reservations at southpoint.com.
Reservations at southpointbarbados.com.
Right. And then on your entry, folks, Daddy will be treated to a cocktail.
Yes.
A lovely, lovely cocktail. What are you brewing up?
Well, that is the surprise. But we will have options. We will have an alcoholic and non-alcoholic options. Everyone will be greeted with the cocktail on entry, in addition to the cold towels. We just want to make it as memorable as we can for the fathers.
You're creating, bring your cameras. Bring your cameras, or take your phone and make sure it's high quality, and you capture the moments, because up there is stunning. Really, really, really stunning, if I do say so. And the food is so beautiful and deliciously appointed. And so you'll have a wonderful, wonderful time indeed. Have a staycation, have a daycation, have a vacation. You can just choose the level at which you want to stay at the hotel as well.
Yes.
And enjoy the spa treatments as well.
And the spa treatments, yes. Our spa therapist, she would be around the pool giving little teaser, back massages, hand massages, head massages to the men as well. So we look forward to hosting you, welcoming you, and presenting ourselves to you.
Yeah, and they do it so well indeed. But that barbecue here, ribs, chicken, ribs, no pigtails.
No pigtails.
Good. All of those meats that you actually quite enjoy with the Bajan fare as we know it, the foods we enjoy. And so you are invited to this very special Father's Day barbecue session. And in that barbecue session for lunch, you can have a really, really good time. You'll be feted at this pool. You will also be given sample massages around the pool. You get to get a sense of the location. You get to feel the energy and the vibe at that southern tip of Barbados. And we really want you to come to South Point Hotel. Getting there is easy, really easy.
It is easy. It's close to Whole Town. It's close to Oysins, close to Miami Beach, and you just follow the stretch right out.
Indeed. It's really, really easy to get there.
And we have adequate signage along the way that you can see us.
Yeah, and remember, you're driving down to the beach. You're driving to the beach. Ample parking, there's a lot for you, but you can reserve your space. We call today and reserve. Email today and reserve. Go on to Open Table and reserve. When you go to Open Table, look for South Point Hotel. Make your reservation. They are open, as you can see from your screen. They are open and ready to take you into paradise. Literally into paradise. Everything there is lush and green and colorful and bright and breezy. It is really, really a beautiful location. I want to encourage you for Father's Day to take the family down to South Point Hotel and enjoy Father's Day lunch and the Father's Day time, the Father's Day spa treatment with your father on Father's Day. But while we're bigging up Father's Day, remember the hotel operates all year long.
Yes, it does.
There's so much more happening.
There's so much more.
Yeah.
Football is going on, so we're hosting football watch parties. And then we have our Friday after work, Friday Limes, where you come and you try. We have some rum sour specials. Our team, they're so creative. They're always cooking up something, a Guinness cocktail they cooked up for me a couple of days ago.
You heard that, right? You heard that.
That you'll be there. So we're always creating something. And now we're planning for next month. We're going to have a brunch. We're going to do gospel breakfast, so they can look forward to that as well.
Nothing's going on. South Point Hotel, indeed. I want to thank you. Want to be out of time?
We are?
Yes.
Oh, no.
You're really enjoying this, indeed. Wanda Maynard, Sales and Marketing Manager with South Point Hotel, and Vicky Lowe, Head of Food and Beverage Department at South Point Hotel, inviting all of us on Sunday for Father's Day with all those big specials, but all year long for all the different things they're doing month by month and day by day, moment by moment. Enjoy it at South Point. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Back with more in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Wonder is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a lion. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fat. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The I Am a Girl NGO, as you know, have been having a range of programs that really empower young women in Barbados. And so they recently had a financial management workshop. So joining me this morning is Sam Chapin, who, as you know, is the program coordinator. Next to her is Renika Critchlow. There's Nura Olivia Hack and Kiva Adderley. Good morning. Good morning, all of you. Samsha, we've come to the end, and you got some scholarship winners. How did it go?
It was amazing. We actually ended up with more scholarship winners than we originally anticipated. So as usual, that is beyond words. I find the girls really enjoyed it this time around. As we all know, stocks.
Yeah.
Anything stocks can be confusing for the first timer.
But they got it.
Yes.
And they're very impressive.
They did. Yes, please.
And so they got scholarships. Like you, Renika, you're a student of the Barbados Community College. How was that the experience at the workshop?
The workshop experience was amazing. I wasn't really certain about attending at first because, you know, there are a lot of financial sessions that happen all the time, but it was very hands-on. I felt like I learned a lot more than I do at others, so I really benefited from it.
That's an interesting statement. A lot more than you do at others. So with the scholarship, what do you think you'll do?
I'm pretty sure I will just use it to cover tuition and books and miscellaneous costs for the brunt of it.
Fantastic. Nura, what about you? How was it for you, the experience?
Well, this time around, I attended as a volunteer instead of a mentee. So the change was not necessarily drastic, but it was different in a sense. But I still honestly had a blast.
And what was it that stood out for you?
I would say the fact that I got to see from a volunteer's perspective how the girls interact with each of the mentors that were there, all the persons that came in to speak regarding the topics. That was honestly life-changing, honestly.
Words I love to hear, life-changing as well. Kivia, you were also a part of all of this. Are you a recipient of a scholarship as well?
Yes, please.
How did you go about getting that scholarship?
Well, we were given scenarios. Each table had the different scenario, and mine was on teenage pregnancy, and I was selected by my mentee at my table.
Because you were the most talkative?
No, because I was shy, and she also thought that I was the most responsible person that responded to the situation.
And when you heard that said of you, was that the truth? As far as you know yourself.
Yes, please.
Yes, please, Anita. So the scholarship is now yours. What do you intend to do with your scholarship?
I intend to invest in school because I want to go back to school.
Why should more young people like yourself, young women, be a part of the I Am a Girl NGO?
More girls should be a part of it because it really helps with mental health, teaching you how to invest money and how to plan for your future.
You all have the same opinion, Renika?
Yeah. So I think it really brings out how we as young women should, you know, focus on how we live our lives and invest in education. Because a lot of people just believe, oh, you're going to get pregnant by the time you turn 18 and then you're not going to do anything. And I think they really encourage young women to be something and do what you want to do before you make any other life-changing decisions.
You're a real deep thinker. What are you doing at community college?
Accounts, economics, and math.
So this workshop came in beautifully.
Yes, it really tied in everything.
Nura, what about you? You're at the University of the West Indies.
Yes,
what are you doing there?
Accounting and finance.
Oh, natural fit as well. Did you also hear things that you did not hear before?
Honestly, yeah, especially when it came to like the depth part of these stocks, because obviously you hear adults talk about it a lot. So once you hear the adults talking about it, you will get like a little tip. You're dipping your toe in the water. But like, now that we actually got to like experience it, hear it firsthand, get to ask questions, scenarios, like it honestly helps a lot.
Wow. And so Samcha, that's the overall report that has come from the workshop indeed. And so you're very pleased. And this is just one of the other ways in which you've been engaging with young girls and young women and empowering young girls and young women at the I Am a Girl NGO. What's the next on the agenda of programs that you guys have?
Next, we actually have a workshop coming up in October, on October 9th. We're holding our International Day of the Girl Child workshop. And we're actually working with the girls a lot more now. We are creating our planning committee. So we're seeing girls from the same financial literacy workshop, our International Women's Day workshop, and a lot of our other programs who are interested in coming on board and helping us to plan and execute this workshop. So we're looking forward to that one as well.
And for that, you're looking for registration as well now?
Well, not
Not
yet.
yet.
We're still in the planning phases, but registration will usually begin around September when school opens back.
So you have some time. I know you're hearing the success stories from these young ladies and you're thinking, I want to get my little one in there. Now, be patient. You get to know a whole lot more about it, of course, on your socials.
Yes.
Is where you should follow I Am a Girl NGO, and you get to see what the programming looks like. It's a year-long campaign of programs that are designed to empower the women, to make the young girl know that she has value. She doesn't have to resort to being characterized by her experience with other people. She is her full self, and so she has opportunity now through this campaign, this set of programs, to be able to reach her fullest potential. And so the financial literacy program is one in which they are proud to say, I'll do it again. Would you do it again, Kevia?
Of course.
What do you know now that you teach other people about?
I know that I should manage my money more rather than just spend it. I just really look at it as like, is it a want or is it a need?
Really?
Yes, please.
And how are you handling that? Because everything feels like a need.
Not really to me. I just really sit down
You're
and
a lot
think
more
about
disciplined
it.
now.
Yes, please.
So therefore, I'm not going to ask you your balance. Are you seeing the change as a consequence in terms of your savings for right now?
Yes, please.
Yeah? And you did not have that practice before?
No.
You need to teach me how to do that. Because I know a lot of us, even as big and old as we are, we still struggle with this. And it's good to know that at your young age, you have learned the experience, had the experience now to know what to do so that you are self-empowered. And Nura feels the same way, right, Nura?
Yes, please.
Yeah, because oftentimes we struggle. We receive our designation from how people see us. And you're saying, no longer not for me, Nura, because now you are your own self and no one defines who you are.
Exactly.
You say exactly. So what's life like on campus, though? Because, it's a tough place to be at times. And people have an opinion on women.
Yeah, definitely. But life on campus, I would say, is like a huge jump from secondary school up to university, like honestly. Because before you're accustomed having persons like help you along the way, but now that being in university, you have to like basically navigate on your own. So the fact that I am navigating it on my own, I have honestly learned a lot about myself and then who I can and can't rely on. And yeah.
That's a big lesson in life, girls. A big, big lesson. And it's similar in BCC, right, Renika?
Yes.
You got to do it by yourself.
Yeah, that's I wanted to go to BC to get the feel of, figuring it out. Because there's no teacher to ask you, well, where's your assignment or anything. So it's really just, what do you want to do? And if you don't do it, you don't get through no matter what. So you just got to do it all on your own.
That's what's happening with our young women in Barbados. I want to see it happening with our young men in Barbados. So I'm a boy. You're going to design that soon too. Sabja, thank you as always for the great programming at I'm a Girl NGO. Renika, good to see you. Nura and Kevia as well. Best of luck with your futures, all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. We're back with more on Morning Barbados in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
7FM honors the legacy, crop over legends, in the festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Today is Thursday. Saturday is the big day we've all been waiting for, the Spirit of the Lion show at the Frank Collymore Hall by the students of St. George Primary School. Joining me is the Deputy Principal, Miss Barrett. I won't call your first name. Miss Barrett, good morning.
Good morning.
All systems are go?
All systems are ready.
This is such a phenomenal programming indeed. It's coming from the school. How do you feel about it?
Excited. This is our second year, obviously, but excited. These students have learned a lot over the last few months. We've seen them blossom, we've seen them grow, and we just can't wait until Saturday to see them on stage and showcasing to Barbados.
And you've gone into a bigger venue now. I mean, the standard has raised in such a significant way to the Frank Collymore Hall.
It is true. Last year, we could not contain space. It's so many persons. Even on the night, persons were like, we don't mind standing, you know. We just want to come and support these students.
Yes.
So we've moved the venue, and we're inviting persons to really come out and support these young contestants.
Indeed, I call them now ambassadors.
Ambassadors,
So these
correct.
ambassadors for Dratts Hall are next in line. There is Ariane Turton and Kadari Pilgrim. Ariane, what have you learned so far on this journey?
I have learned really a lot. I have learned about some ongoing situations in Barbados and also in my community. And I have learned how to really interact with the people around me more.
Is your confidence
my
changing?
confidence has really boosted since I joined.
So you can't wait for Saturday to come
I really
right now.
can't wait.
I've heard people saying they had to learn how to walk. Was that you too?
Not really.
Oh, so you're accustomed to pageantry?
No, I am accustomed to heels. The only thing that I really had to learn is how to walk in the heels.
Fair enough. And so you believe you're ready?
I really am.
What's it like working with Kadari?
It requires a lot of patience.
But that's all right. But that's life, isn't it?
Life requires patience in general. So this program has really taught me what to expect later down in life and how to work with other people.
That's right. And so pass it back to Kadari. Kadari, how is it like working with her?
She taught me so much. Some of these meets I never used to want to attend, but she pushed me. So I'm very thankful for Ariane being my partner.
And that's a wonderful lesson in life. Be thankful for it, because there are times when someone else will have to push you, and it feels uncomfortable, but you see the benefits therefrom. And when you see those benefits, be honest enough to turn and say thank you. You meant a lot to be taking me to this point. And so you're ready also for Saturday, right?
Of course.
Suit all ordered?
Yes, please.
All right. And are you ready with your speech?
Not necessarily.
Not quite yet?
Not yet.
You've got a few days still to go here, my man?
Yes, please.
Tell me about Dratts Hall.
Dratts Hall? Well, I know that Dratts Hall, the Dratts brothers, and Dratts Hall, the oldest sugar plantation in Barbados, and it's still arising. Yeah.
Listen, there's an interesting story out of the UK, a link to the United Kingdom, a parliamentarian in the United Kingdom to Dratts Hall. And as it relates to reparations, he has that Dratts Hall main house, the Dratts family owns it. And they don't live here. So track it for yourself. Do your own research and you see how that goes indeed. So Soraya, you are Miss Sweet Vale. Sweet girl, are you excited to represent Sweet Vale?
Yes, sir, I really am excited.
I can see that your smile alone. Your decision to enter this competition, was it an easy decision?
Merely, I was not planning to join. For the encouragement from my teacher, I joined, and I feel grateful that
And you're glad that you've joined. It's because you've learned so much.
Yes.
What have you learned? What's the one thing that you think you've learned so significantly?
To share my opinion and to project my voice.
That's important. That's a wonderful lesson indeed. So well done to you. And so with you is Jamar. Jamar is a good guy?
Yes.
You had to think twice. Jamar, good morning to you as well. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir. I'm all right.
You're
How are
Mr.
you?
Sweet Vale. I'm well. Thank you for asking. What does it mean to you to represent Sweet Vale? Bring it closer to your mouth. Closer to your mouth.
It means, for me, it means to carry Sweet Vale. Where I go, I
But currently, as I am a representative, what I do will reflect Sweetville as well, so I have to be mindful of that. But Sweetville is a nice place.
Is
very
it?
Quiet, very quiet and peaceful.
Is it within walking distance of your school?
I mean, anything is walking distance. But no, it's not.
You know, a lot of times boys get heat when they enter pageants like these. Did you get heat from the other fellas? That's a yes or no.
No.
No, you can handle this.
I see them as competition. They make a dairy here, but I don't have any beef with them.
Not at all. So you're ready and all excited about this competition coming up. And so, Miss Barrett, again, I just want people to really, really come. St. George Secondary School has been, again, always in the press for great news over the last couple of years. And this is another opportunity.
We're trailblazers.
For people to come and see what you Lions can actually do.
Yes.
You've painted your mural, you have the key club, you've opened up the space, and now we're seeing out of it flowing from you teachers as well, the guidance to these young people. What's the magic?
Just a good core of persons from the principal right down to all staff, just working together in the best interest of these children. So it's a real team effort at St. George Secondary School.
And I like the fact that you're not too shy to tell them you're doing really, really well.
Not at all.
Yeah, that positive reaffirmation is important.
We have the affirmation. Mr. Brown would have shared it a few weeks ago, that we always let them know that they're just as good as anyone else. Doesn't matter where they are or where they're going, they're just as good.
Yeah, and I agree completely. Everyone who views this show knows how very proud I am of each of you and your school and the work that your school is doing for you and to give value to you. You have an excellent track program. You have excellence in poetry. We had poetry on this morning, and one of your past students herself is one of the best there as well. You've done some wonderful work in the $20 challenge. Look at your school. Look at your school. That's your school. And your school could only be as good as you are and your teachers are. You made that happen for your school. I hope you're really proud. I really, really hope you're proud.
Yeah.
Let no one tell you that St. George Secondary School is anything other than excellent. No one. Promise me that?
Correct.
No one tell you that, because I will fight them for you as well. I believe in you, and your teachers believe in you. So just continue being shining stars, and may the best one win on Saturday. May the best one win on Saturday. The show starts at 5:30?
5:30. Frank Collymore Hall, yes. Tickets, adults $20, children $10. They're available from the school, Jeans Inc. Sheraton, Intimate Sky Mall.
Indeed. So folks, don't miss this opportunity. Do not miss this opportunity. There are 18 students, 9 pairs, ambassadors for their school. They are roaring into the future. They have prepared over time for this moment. They are ready to entertain you, but they're ready to share with you the excellence of who they are. And so we want to be there to witness. We want to be there to give them their full support. And even after the show, win or lose, we want to continue giving the students of St. George Secondary School our full support as a nation, because they are shining examples of what's possible when one shows love and care for the young people of Barbados. And you guys make me so immensely proud. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
you,
you
Ms.
too.
Barrett, as well.
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
now you know where to get your tickets, everybody. Go get your tickets and show up on Saturday. It starts at 5:30. The doors to the Frank Collymore Hall will open earlier, so come in your large numbers and support the students of St. George Primary School in the spirit, secondary school, in the spirit of the Lion Show on Saturday. All right, let me shut up. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Look at your screen, everybody. That's what they want me to talk about. Did y'all hear it? That's what we're talking about. Q in the community today in the car park of the CBC. That's when Carter Shining Star is being launched. And so you're going to be in the right space at the right time today. Q in the community. We start at 11 o'clock. We've already prepared the area for you. We're just waiting on you to come. Have a really good time with us in the car park of the CBC today for today's edition of Q in the community. The bus will leave at gate number 1 of the Granville Williams Terminal. Dario is your driver, so be kind to Dario, all right? We'll see you a little later on in the car park of the CBC. The crew thanks me to thank you for having a wonderful today, and with the will of the Lord, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning.
our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fete. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV